I thought I would come on and share how I prepare, what we're doing right now for preparing their meals, which they are at 3 a day. And you may hear some puppies crying in the background. Mom has been in there nursing, but she stands up to nurse and she doesn't do a whole lot. So anyway, of course, I've had a cute container. I've used this for dog food for a while, but I've got a little container where I just kind of move the kibble from out of the bag that it comes in. And if you need to know what kind we use, I'm happy to share that. Just ask in the comments. But I just have a little small, I don't even really use it for measuring for this, but I just have one of these little small cups that actually goes with one of my little kitchen gadgets, and the kibble in there. And then what I do after that is I have one of these little blend jets. Thankfully, I just had this on hand. Oh, Mom just went in there right now as we speak. She jumped in. So maybe she's going to let him have a little to nurse. That helps me because it shouldn't be time yet. I want to try to space it out enough so that when they get their last feeding at night, they're good for all night, not absolutely, starving first thing in the morning. But anyway, so I take the kibble, I pour it in here. I don't fill it all the way because it has to have some room to move. I fill it probably no more than halfway. It looks like that might be 8 cups or 8 ounces? Sorry. It's not liquid. I'm not doing liquid, obviously. I'm grinding up the kibble, and in the beginning I did it really, really fine, so it was almost like a powder, and now I'm trying to mess around with it, and my goal is to just fill this container. This is from one of my acai bowls that I get here locally. I just saved the container, washed it out because it works perfectly. It even has if I can find it. It has a domed lid, so I can, get more than just that in there if I need to. But now I'm trying to grind it up not quite as finely so that we're getting some chunks in there, little bits, because obviously the goal is by the time they're 8 weeks old, we want them to be able to just chew regular kibble. I have tried it with just water, and I've tried it with goat milk. As you know, I started with goat milk, then I ran out, so I tried it with water. They are definitely not as interested in it with water right now. As they get older, I'm sure they will, but right now they're used to milk. So anyway, I am using this to grind it several different times until I have a container full for right now, because we are doing about 2 tablespoons of this in each one of those bowls. I've shown you that bowl. And then adding the goat's milk to it. So 2 tablespoons for each puppy. So right now I'm feeding them 5 at a time. So you do the math, that's pretty easy math. My husband had to help me with it because my brain's just not working well. So I did go to Walmart and found the powdered goat milk. Really, this is the only place I've been able to find it locally. This I figured could make a lot more, and I can hopefully this will last me until they're off of it. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm using this, and then I bought the baby water like we used to buy for when we would make formula, just because I don't trust my tap water and I don't need to use my filter water from the fridge. So we are just using some of this. It's super inexpensive. And I remembered I had one of these containers, glass containers, because I was doing it in a smaller one, but we really need larger amounts. But I had one of these glass containers that I had saved from when I had bought milk from one of the local produce markets that we have. So I washed that out really well, and that is what I'm using. So I have added, that's 1 cup of, right now it's just 1 cup, nope, 2 cups of water, of this water. And I do warm it a little bit to make it mix better. And now I'm just using a funnel, and I'm using a tablespoon. And so it tells you right on back how to mix what you need. And then I will water this down a little bit and a little bit and a little bit more, or at least add water into the bowl if they seem like they're having trouble getting it. It's not mushy enough. But my goal is to ultimately wean them off of this, or have very little of the goat milk in there just for flavoring, so that's not the prominent liquid that they're getting in there. So anyway, I just thought I would share that kind of process in case you were curious or you needed to know. We are learning this as we go, you guys. Also, as a caveat, wanted to say I have been using this as well. It does help with mixing the milk with the powder milk with the water. It's just one of those protein shake bottles. So I'll just put the warm water in there and the powder and then shake it up. I just feel like that helps. So if you have one of those, that might come in handy as well.